aspirants, and welcome to my IELTS partner. Today we will look at IELTS General Writing Preparation video. We are going to deal with Task 1 of General Writing, and we are precisely going to look at semi-formal letters. So, what exactly is a semi-formal letter? A semi-formal letter is written to someone that you know by name and with whom you have a professional or business relationship. For instance, your teacher, accountant, landlord, etc. The surname along with an appropriate title should be used when addressing them. In the opening salutation, while addressing them, do use Mr., Mrs., Ms. or Doctor with these surnames. For instance, if your teacher's name is Sheila Jackson, you should write Dear Mrs. Jackson. If your accountant's name is Arjun Reddy, you would write Dear Mr. Reddy. As you see, the letter also contains features of both formal and informal letters. Let's dwell deeper into semi-formal letters. So, what language features should you use in semi-formal letters and what should you avoid? Language features of semi-formal letters include opening salutation that are neither too formal or too informal. Example, Dear. Opening salutation is Dear followed by the title and surname. Closing salutation that are neither too formal nor too informal. Example, Yours sincerely. Do not use contractions. The use of formal vocabulary. Example, receive rather than get. The use of active voice. Example, the complaints we have received instead of the complaints that have been received, which is in the passive. The use of the words suggest and recommend to make suggestions instead of a more formal way. Example, may I suggest, or informal way, how about? Language that's too formal. Example, very polite requests like, it would be greatly appreciated if. Language that's too informal. Example, informal vocabulary like moan instead of complain. Language that should only be used in texts or on social media. Example, shortened words like convo rather than conversation. We will now comprehend in detail precisely what to do and what not to do when we get down to doing this task. So, let's wait no more and get started. No matter what type of letter you are asked to write, it is good to remember that 1. You are going to spend about 20 minutes on writing task 1. 2. The word limit for this task is between 150 and 180. 3. The task could be to write either a formal, semi-formal or informal letter. You could be requesting for information, applying for a job, making recommendations or suggestions, expressing your opinions, and so on and so forth. Remember, there are 4 parameters, namely task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, and grammar range and accuracy. You are going to be scored on these, and the weightage for each is the same, 25% each. Hence, all of them are equally important, and you need to pay attention to each one of them. We will go through it in detail on how to prepare to write a semi-formal letter within the given 20 minutes. Let's look at the example and see how we can apply a few steps for swift and effective writing. First of all, we are going to read and understand the task prompt given. Our tip: read out the complete task. Task 1, General Letter Writing, Semi-Formal Letter. The most favorite marketing professor of your college has just hit more than 55,000 followers on social media due to various campaigns she regularly engages in. You are overwhelmed with happiness and would love to express your congratulatory greetings on achieving this feat and also to invite her for a function at your society as a chief guest. Now let's look at the question. Write a letter to your professor who has influenced you in ways unknown. In your letter, express your appreciation for what has happened and how influential she is. Share your opinion about what your friends and you love about her. Mention about meeting her over a cup of coffee. Invite her to your society's New Year function. Write at least 150 words. You do not need to write any addresses. Alright, this is our task prompt. This gives us all the information that we need to get started, including what type of letter we are expected to write. While we read and understand the prompt, let us focus on 1. What type of letter? 2. The background inputs given. 3. Instructions, if any. 4. Other additional details. Read the first few sentences. The most favorite marketing professor of your college has just hit more than 55,000 followers on social media due to the various campaigns she engages in. You are overcome with happiness and would love to express your congratulatory message on achieving this feat. You have been her #1 student fan and you wish to send her a letter of appreciation and admiration. This gives you the background information. A. Your professor has just reached a record-breaking milestone. B. Due to her engagement in various issues and social campaigns, she has become quite an influential figure. C. There is an event to take place at your society and you would like to request her to grace the occasion as the chief guest. D. This clearly helps you understand that you will be writing a semi-formal letter to share your appreciation, respect, and adoration. Since you will be inviting her for an event, you also need to enclose an agenda. This is where you can get creative and make use of good vocabulary, sentence structure, simple, compound, and complex sentences laced with a few interesting phrases and idioms. What have we done here? We have covered task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy. What are the instructions? Write a letter to your college professor. This tells you clearly and specifically that you are to write to the professor of your college. Do you know her personally? Maybe, maybe not. So definitely this is a semi-formal letter. What are the additional details? In your letter, express your appreciation for what has happened and how influential she is. Share your opinion about what your friends and you love about her. Mention about meeting her over a cup of coffee. Invite her to your society's New Year function. These 3 points here clearly tell you what exactly you have to include in the body of your letter. First, you are expected to express your appreciation and congratulate for what happened. Next, you need to share your opinion about what could be done better. Then in your last paragraph, paragraph 3, you could either request her to attend the society function or meet over coffee for a small chat to discuss the same. Think about what else can be done. Probably you'd like to pay a small tribute to her on the occasion. Remember, when sharing your opinions, you need to use polite and courteous language and tone. Spending about 2 minutes to read and understand the task prompt is very crucial. Do not rush into writing before doing this. We have understood how important it is to read and understand the prompt, as it literally paves the path for you to complete your task successfully enough to meet the expectations of your examiners. On the whole, it helps you to fulfill all the requirements in the scoring parameters. The more you understand the prompt, the better you will be at writing your letter within the given 20 minutes. Once we are done with understanding the prompt, let's get down to planning the structure of the letter. 1. Greeting. 2. Reason for writing, the opening sentence. 3 is the paragraph 1. 4 would be your paragraph 2. And 5 would be your paragraph 3. 6 is the closing sentence. 7 is the closing salutation. And 8 will be your sign-off. The 3 paragraphs contribute to the main body of the letter. You will focus mainly on this to exhibit your writing skills. 1. The greeting. Since we have understood that it has to be a semi-formal letter, begin with Dear Ms. Jackson. 2. Reason for writing. I am writing to say how pleased I am to learn of your roaring success and attaining a record-breaking milestone of 55,000 followers on social media. 3. Paragraph 1. We particularly appreciate that through your posts and content, you have given so many people courage and continue to influence them throughout their tough times. 4. Paragraph 2. We notice that a lot of younger people have dramatically changed their attitude towards how they see societal norms and understand that others' validation is not required to be happy. You remain to inspire generations with your broad vision and unconventional approach on many subjects. 5. Paragraph 3. I would like to extend my heartfelt invitation to you to grace our society's New Year function, which will be held on Sunday, the 14th of April, 2021, as a chief guest. Your compelling presence would bless the occasion and motivate us with hope and positivity to usher in the new year. 6. Closing sentences. Looking forward to meeting up with you over coffee on a suitable date as per your convenience to discuss the same. 7. Closing salutation. Yours sincerely. 8. Sign off. Anjana Divakaran. Sample letter about 177 words. Let us look into it. Dear Ms. Jackson, I am writing to say how pleased I am to learn of your roaring success and attaining a record-breaking milestone of more than 55,000 followers on social media. We particularly appreciate that through your posts and content, you have given so many people courage and continue to influence them throughout their tough times. We notice that a lot of younger people have dramatically changed their attitude towards how they see societal norms and understand that others' validation is not required to be happy. You remain to inspire generations with your broad vision and unconventional approach on many subjects. I would like to extend my heartfelt invitation to you to grace our society's New Year function, which will be held on the Sunday, 14th of April, 2021, as the chief guest. Your compelling presence would bless the occasion and motivate us with hope and positivity to usher in the new year. Looking forward to meeting up with you over coffee on a suitable date as per your convenience to discuss the same. Yours sincerely, Anjana Divakaran. So now you know how to write a semi-formal letter. With this, we have come to an end of this session. To recapitulate, we saw how to read and understand the task prompt for writing a semi-formal letter. Appropriate paragraphs having greeting, reason for writing, body and closing salutation along with signature. We have also discussed the appropriate greeting and closing salutation. We saw how the letter has an introductory paragraph which gives the reason for writing, followed by about 2 paragraphs containing the relevant information. We believe this session was informative and helpful for you to write a semi-formal letter. That's all for now, folks. Thank you for watching My IELTS Partner. Until next time, bye.